What's going on, guys? It's GFan2001 and we're back at it with another video. This is going to be the collection update video. And I'm trying something new because of the YouTube thing. So I hope you enjoy. Like the video, subscribe. Peace out. Alright, so first off we have Mecha King Ghidorah, and these three are repainted figures: GMK, Destroya, and Ghidorah. Then there's Violante, two little mini figures, and a Mechagodzilla 3 with no tail. Then we have just regular Heisei King Ghidorah, not the Mecha version. Godzilla Earth, Mechagodzilla 3, Mothra, Mechagodzilla 1, and King Caesar. Godzilla 2000, Final Wars Gigan, Gigan 1970s, and Godzilla 1970s. And then I have two of these. I have this, and these are just like a couple little figures that I have. There's a couple of these small figures. Ubies. And Godzilla 2001 Atomic Blast by NECA. And to show you more of those little finger puppets, there are the 2014, the 2001 and 2004, 1985 or Burning Godzilla, and 1954. Sucks because it sucks because these two movies don't work. So if you were wondering. First movie is Godzilla 1954. Now let's see the back. Here's the back. And now let's see the discs. And the original Japanese version and the one we'll remember. Next up is Godzilla Raids Again. There's the front, now let's see the back. There's the back. Now let's see the disc. And yeah, there's the disc. Now, Invasion of Astro Monsters, just easier if I show this and then the disc. And there's the disc. Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. And now let's see the disc. And here's the disc. So, yeah. Here's the Mothra cover. And now let's see the disc. Here's the disc. Now a special one, I got Baron the Unbelievable. Now let's see the disc. And yeah, there's the disc. Now I do have this version, but we're gonna go with the other version. This one's actually a triple feature, and you'll see it later because of the Top King Kong movie, but we'll just add it now with the Showa era, even though it's not Showa, it's Millennium era. But anyways, King Kong escapes, and King Kong vs. Godzilla, so let's see the disc. We're just gonna do it like this, because that's easier. And this is Godzilla vs. Hedorah, aka Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. Now let's see the disc. There's the disc. Godzilla vs. Gigan. Godzilla on Monster Island. Now let's see the disc. There you go. Now let's go to the next movie. There's Godzilla vs. Gigan's disc. Godzilla vs. Megalon. Now let's look at the disc. There's the disc for Godzilla vs. Megalon. Now destroy all monsters. And there's the disc. And here's something special, like G-Fan. It was pretty cool, so yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla 1 with King Caesar. Now let's see the disc. Here's the disc. And pretty cool. Now it's Heisei era movies. Starting off the Heisei, we have 1984, or otherwise known as The Return of Godzilla. Now let's see the disc. There's the disc. Next is Godzilla vs. Biollante in the Heisei era. Now let's see the disc. Next up is Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, aka Godzilla vs. Mecha King Ghidorah, and then Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle for Earth, aka Godzilla vs. Mothra and Batra. Now let's see the disc. It's a double-sided disc, but this is it. So, let's get into the next one. Next is Mechagodzilla 2. Now let's see the disc. And there's the disc. And then lastly is Space Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Now let's see the disc. It's a double-sided disc again. So, yeah. Now, starting off the millennium is Godzilla the Animated Series, the complete animated series. Now let's see the disc. There's actually 4 discs in total and 40 episodes. So yeah. Let's move on to the next. Now the regular 1998 movie. Now let's see the disc. There's the disc. And it even came with this little booklet, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Let's move on to the next. Now this is a special movie. It doesn't work anymore because I scratched it up. But Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. Now let's see the disc. There's the disc. And this is something cool too, the Jurassic Collection 7 movies, and the movies are The Gila Monster, The Killer Shrews, Phantom from 10,000 Leagues, Voyage to the Prehistoric Planet, and Creature. And the next disc is Attack of the Giant Leeches and Piranha. Now back to Godzilla. Godzilla 2000. Now let's see the disc. Here's the disc. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack, which includes Baragon. Now let's see the disc. There he is, GMK Godzilla, and then I put a Godzilla sticker, I guess. Just, okay. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Godzilla versus Megaguirus. Now let's see the disc. There's the disc. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla 3. Now let's see the disc. There's Mechagodzilla 3's disc. Now let's go to the next one. And then Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Now let's see the disc. Here it is, the disc of Mechagodzilla 3, Tokyo SOS. Let's go to the next. This is a 13 movie collection, volume 1 and 2. We're gonna break it down by volumes, so let's get into this. Volume 1 is Millennium. Besides the one Heisei movie, Mechagodzilla 2, it has Godzilla Final Wars, Tokyo SOS, GMK, Megaguirus, Mechagodzilla 2, Mechagodzilla 3, and Godzilla 2000. Now let's go over to the disc. And this is just the disc for Final Wars, but there's other discs behind it. And there's that thing, which is pretty cool, but yeah. Let's get into the second volume. That was actually volume 2. This is volume 1, and this one has Godzilla and Mothra, the battle for Earth, Godzilla versus Mecha King Ghidorah, or Heisei Ghidorah, Godzilla versus Destroya, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, the Rebirth of Mothra 1, and the Rebirth of Mothra 2. Now let's see the disc. Here's the Rebirth of Mothra 1 and 2 disc, and I think this is actually Heisei. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Rebirth of Mothra 1, 2, and 3 are all Heisei. So yeah, let's move on to video games. Oh no, we have 2 more movies actually, so let's do that first. Then I have Godzilla 2014. Unfortunately, I don't have Shin Godzilla or Kong Skull Island, so we'll just go on to the next, or let's do the disc first. Here's the Godzilla disc. And I could have got it, but I didn't, I guess. So, anyways, let's move on to the last movie. Godzilla 2019, aka Godzilla King of the Monsters. Now let's see the disc. Now it's actually 2 discs. You got the regular movie, and then you got your, hold on, focus. Special features. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. Even though I went to Godzilla 2014, I didn't have the ticket, but I do have the ticket for Godzilla King of the Monsters. So yeah. And I know this, I'm just gonna be adding 2 games that aren't Godzilla, and this is one of them, which is called Evolve. I kind of consider it a kaiju type of game, and it's hunters versus basically kaiju or monsters. And there's one kind of like Godzilla in it. I don't want to spoil anything, but I want y'all to go play it for yourself. So yeah, Evolve. Now let's see the disc. There's the disc, and then there's the little booklet. Yeah. And this is kind of a weird one. Mecha Assault 2 Lone Wolf. And it's for original Xbox, but it's weird. It's kind of like Transformers, but with people. So let's see the discs. So here's disc number 1. And here's disc number 2. Disc number 1, and then there's the little booklet. Yeah. Sad to say, but my Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee for original Xbox is kind of scratched up, like badly, and it doesn't really want to work anymore. That's why in my top 5 Godzilla monsters and Destroy All Monsters Melee on Xbox, there's no gameplay. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see the disc. Yeah, it's definitely an old game. I shouldn't have played it so many times, but yeah. Let's move on to the next game. No, this works 100%. It's in very good condition. My Godzilla Saves the Earth for original Xbox. Now let's see the disc. Here is the disc. And the little booklet thing is actually called the manual. And that is gonna be key in my top 5 monsters in Godzilla. Godzilla Saves the Earth top 5 monsters. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, Godzilla Saves the Earth original Xbox. Now let's go to my last 2 games. Now this one's weird because I don't have a case for any of them. I just used the old case for a Call of Duty DS game. Call of Duty 4. So, yeah. Yeah, my camera's kind of dirty, but anyways. Oh, there we go. Godzilla Double Smash. Godzilla Unleashed Double Smash for the Nintendo DS, and as you can see, that one's kind of messed up. Where it says Nintendo, and where it says E for everyone. And then Godzilla Domination is in perfect condition. So, yeah. That's that. And then I have the shirt and the jacket that look just like that. And then I have this jacket right here. And y'all, if you've seen any of my YouTube videos, know my snapback. And I'm wearing it right now. And I have 2 Godzilla shirts. And I actually have another one. And if it's too small, it's going to be coming in my collection of Godzilla clothes that are too small. But anyways, now we go on to the very last thing, which is one of the last things, is the poster. I just really wanted to get this out of the way. It's just so big. Yeah. That's that. Now let's move on to the comic book, G-fans, and more. I just thought this was very cool, the $1 million bill of Godzilla. But yeah, this is a poster. I don't want to take it out, but it's a poster of G-Fan. Most of the G-Fans, there's been new ones since this poster, so it's kind of outdated, but yeah, that's a poster. It's kind of weird how I'm doing this, but it's a little bit longer than this, obviously. It's just I need something to hold it down, so this is how you're going to see them. This is the very first one. And then there's this 2019 poster of Ghidorah and Godzilla fighting. Let's go to the next one. Here's Ghidorah. Let's move on to the next. Here's Rodan. Move on to the next. Here's Mothra. Godzilla 2014. And this is the last regular poster. I'll have a special one at the end if you want to see that. So. And here's a comic book called Godzilla Awakening. Which is pretty cool. Now let's go to G-Fan magazine and my One Life magazine. King Kong vs. Gorosaurus G-Fan. And then in this G-Fan, I had a poster of the Yogg monster from space, and it had like a book in it too. It was pretty cool. So let's go on to the next one. Gamera. I mean, obviously this is Shin Godzilla, and obviously the very first one that I showed was Godzilla 2014. We can all realize that, so, okay. 25th anniversary issue, which has like a whole bunch of G-Fans on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name, but RIP to him. And Showa era. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know what version of Godzilla this is, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think this could be Heisei, or it could be Showa. I'm not too sure on this one either. But, yeah. This one's pretty cool. Kind of looks like the Heisei era, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Millennium Showa and Heisei, I'm guessing. And it says Mothra versus Gorgo on the front of it. That's pretty cool. Gigan, G-Fan, and then we have one more thing. I have this Life magazine. Let's get into the very last thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is gonna be it. Peace out. And this is me drawing as Godzilla. I got it a long time ago, but I didn't know where it was. Hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.